Gear up for adventure as 6 bold bikers measure themselves against the toughest roads of Asia.
Lebih ekstrim dari ini?
Lebih dari ini.
Serius?
If it's too easy, then it's not a challenge.
Their skills will be challenged.
Kalau kita terperosok ke sungai gimana?
Our bodies and minds are going crazy at this point.
Their strengths tried.
If this first challenge is so tough, I don't know whether I can make it to the next challenge.
Their perseverance put to the test as they set out to prove that they can outride anything.
Hey!
Hurry up!
Oh my God, this is not happening.
6 passionate riders, 6 beautiful destinations, 6 unique challenges. One question, will they falter or will they dare to ride?
I am not gonna back down.
Malaysia's wilderness is no place for the timid. Its rainforests are millions of years old, with dense vegetation, treacherous terrains, and only the calls of wild animals breaking the silence. But pro skateboarder Padin Musa lives for the challenge, and he's keen to test himself against everything the jungle can throw at him. His mission, a race against time to conquer one of the most difficult trails Malaysia has to offer. The route, unforgiving inclines, rocky rivers, and thick mud that could send him flying without expert control. Does Padin have what it takes to outride anything thrown his way? Let's meet the man and find out.
I don't plan anything when I want to ride my bike. Sometimes I travel with my family, with my friends. Sometimes I just go riding my bike solo. No string attached, we just ride. And then when you go home, it's no problem at all. Hi, my name is Padin Musa. I'm from Penang, Malaysia. I'm 46 years old. I'm a skate park and motorcycle builder, and I'm also a professional skateboarder. I first get my first bike in 1997. I keep riding from 1997 until now. I cannot describe the feeling of riding my first bike I bought from my first salary when I finished my high school. And then I worked for 6 months and then saved the money to buy my first bike. That is a Honda EX5. I will ride my bike to work. I ride my bike when I want to go skate. I don't drive because I cannot stand the traffic jam and how to find a parking spot when you want to go have a dinner and then you have to think where you want to park your car. So mostly I do riding. I'm so excited to be part of this challenge because I like unpredictable journey. It's a perseverance to go to distance. You got power, energy like me. I'm ready for it. All right, the challenge. Jungle Trail, eh?
Rimba Valley is set in Janda Baik, a stunning village in Pahang, surrounded by lush forest. Perched on the Titiwangsa Range, its tricky mountainous terrain and steep inclines 800 meters above sea level require courage and skill. If you aren't fighting gravity to climb uphill, you're hurtling down rocky, uneven descents. Unrelenting rain turns the slopes into rivers of mud. Throw in the dense forest and you have a recipe for a hair-raising ride. The ride kicks off at Siku Hantu, or Devil's Elbow. Sharp curves and slippery, hilly terrain guarantee this is going to be exhausting. Padin will then have his bike control severely tested with a river crossing filled with sharp and slippery rocks. Finally, the most menacing hurdle, Bukit Neraka or Hell Hill. This isn't a cute nickname. After a trail of deep sinking mud, which you could either get stuck in or be sent flying, steep rock-strewn ascents follow. This is heart-pounding, faith-testing stuff. To advance to the top, you need a bike that can handle a rough ride.
Get my bike now. Alright. Okay, bro, gerak lu. The thing that I most worry is like the trail. I watch the YouTube and my friend's video doing the off trail worried me a lot. And then also the kind of bike that I'm going to get. Can I ride the bike because I'm a small guy? Wow! Ducati showroom emang getting Ducati. Yes! Oh, nice. Let's go check out the bike lah. When they instruct me to go to the showroom, I can expect what kind of bike that I'm going to get. Whoa!
Monster ah? Am I getting a multi-strada?
And then I saw the Ducati Scrambler over there. Wow, Scrambler! Woo! He stood there, like for me. Ooh. Ride a Ducati Scrambler in the jungle. Like, that is me, man. Yeah, perfect.
My name? Honda EF5 in Ducati showroom?
So I'm going to get a Honda EF5 to ride in the Rimba Village off-road trail. Wow. I own a EF5 now. I know what EF5 can do. EF5 can do anything, but I don't know whether it can be done in the Rimba Valley off-road trail. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? Getting me a limited edition EF5, to do the challenge?
The Honda EX5 may not look like much, but in Malaysia, this classic underbone is king. Underbones are colloquially known as Kap Chai, a portmanteau of cub, referring to this Honda series, and chai, Cantonese for little. Kap Chais are used for everyday transportation and provide superior road handling and braking compared to scooters. Reigning supreme is the EX5 Cub, a legendary bike with a single-cylinder air-cooled engine and 4-speed manual transmission. Paddon's ride is extra special, a limited edition 35-year anniversary model that cuts a striking figure on the road. This lightweight bike was designed for everyday riding on asphalt. Paddon has his work cut out for him in the jungle.
Yeah, I'm very worried with the challenge now because the bike was like, I don't know whether it can make it or not.
Oh, alright.
Hey,
Padin.
Captain!
Padin eh?
Ya, betul.
Good
Captain,
to
saya
see you,
Padin.
good to see you. Been
Bagus,
here long?
bagus.
Lama tunggu?
Baru juga.
Sorry,
Baru juga
I
tunggu,
5
no
minutes
problem.
late.
When he wasn't flying across continents, former Malaysian Airlines pilot Dato Captain Nick Hussein spent the last 50 years exploring the world on 2 wheels. He has owned over 200 bikes, but few live up to the sporty BMW R1200 GS, with its smooth on-road handling and raw off-road capabilities. Captain Nick knows a thing or two about tough routes, navigating everything from busy highways to the tricky terrains of jungles and deserts. In fact, he runs Rimba Raid, an off-road motorcycle race for dirt bikers through Rimba Valley. Paddon Musa is in the best hands possible for this challenge, but can this duo tackle the trials ahead in time to catch the sunset?
Tempat tu is going to be very cool. Sejuk. You'll have river crossing, you'll have mud crossing,
Okay.
we go through savannah,
Okay.
and then there's lots of landslide. So there's some area macam destructive area with a lot of mud. So you're going to have a lot of fun. Okay, there's one part we call Bukit Neraka lah.
Bukit
So you can
Neraka,
imagine lah dia punya
Neraka.
slope tu macam mana.
Okay.
Very,
Saya
very
sebenarnya
challenging.
first time. Captain rasa saya boleh buat tak semua tu?
No problem. But it depends very much on the
Okay.
kind of equipment dengan motor.
Motor ni boleh naik tak dekat trail tu? Boleh make it tak? Cuba kita tengok motor ni.
Ini macam limited. This is a good bike.
Ini
This is a
limited
good bike.
edition.
Yeah, this is a
EF5.
good bike. Tapi
Okay.
you're gonna have problem lah with this kind of tire. I think one of the best thing to do is to upgrade the tire to the Nobi
Okay.
type lah. Other than that, actually there's not much you can do. Tapi ni kena buka this chain box because if the
Tak
chain
apa tu.
goes down, it be very difficult. Kita nak fix balik, become very difficult.
Exhaust ni okey tak?
Exhaust is okay. Exhaust tenggelam is no problem. But
Oh, okay.
I worry more about the airbox. Tinggi mana airbox, then that's how deep the bike can go. So okay, we know
Okay.
what to do.
Ngam.
We'll go to the workshop, do the safety check,
Okey.
and then I'll see you then.
Alright, cute. Tinggi juga motor ni Ke aku yang pendek?
No ride is without risk, but good maintenance can push the odds in Paddon's favour. The EX5 needs a professional once-over.
Kami kawan Joshua.
Hi, Joshua.
Dia akan organize semua yang kita
Oh,
cerita
so
tadi.
dia ada mekanik.
Ya.
Okay, Joshua, do you think this EF5 can overcome the off-road challenge?
With my help, of course, can.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, so what are the safety checks that we need to do on the
Okay.
bike?
First, we need to check the tires, rims, acceleration, brakes, battery, chain, last the steering.
Okay. Captain told me that we should change the tire to Nubi tire. Why?
Yes, when you're going to the sand or muddy area, the tire gripping is very good.
Should we change the engine oil too?
Yes, this oil is very good because it will give you more power.
Okay.
When you're riding in the muddy area, the acceleration is very good. And then even after 20,000 kilometers, the bike won't lose its power.
Yeah, after the mechanic change the oil, I am confident to use the EF5 to finish the challenge. I'm a newbie, I'm a beginner. The most fun part is that I'm using the EFI to do the off-road. I think no one has ever done that.
Paddin and Captain Nick are geared for the challenge. Or are they? A scrambler dwarfs an underbone, but size isn't everything.
Ready? Ready! Jom, kita pergi! Woo!
Coming up, hills, chills, and more mud than these bikers can imagine. They're off on a journey few would dare to ride.
Motor ni boleh make it tak?
Ni kena buka this chain box. If the chain goes down, it'll be very difficult kita nak fix balik.
What are you guys thinking? Getting me a limited edition EFI, to do the challenge?
Skateboarder Paddin Musa has received his mission, collected his bike, and met his guide, Captain Nick. He's ready to face the trail at full throttle on the EX5. Will man and machine be up for the challenge?
I hope the weather will be nice today because if it rains, I'm going to be in big trouble. Riding in an off-road trail is like, you fall down, you break everything, It's a brand new bike, so sayang. But it might be interesting. I'm excited, I'm very excited. If it's too easy, then it's not a challenge. I'm a very energetic guy, I can do anything.
Ready? Ready! Jom, kita pergi! Woo!
Paddin's first challenge is the Devil's Elbow, also known as Siku Hantu. This beast of a trail, with its treacherously steep and winding climb, seems next to impossible to tame on an underbow.
Captain asked me to go to the first challenge, and then I looked at the hill and I saw that, wow, the hill was so steep.
The wet grass and muddy patches means there is little traction. These knobby tyres should prevail, but this will require brute strength on Paddin's part.
The first challenge, the trail is called Siku Hantu. Very tough, very challenging, and I thought the first challenge would be easy, but the first challenge was like crazy, man. The hills like covered with all the leaf and everything, a lot of mud. I fell down a few times because I'm so tired, and then the trail was like so slippery. I don't want to get injured because when I get injured doing the off-road riding, I cannot go skateboarding. Luckily, I'm a skateboarder. I'm used to it. I always fall down, so I give up the bike and keep pushing. It's all about not giving up. We managed to finish the first slope, but I had to push the bike until the top. Oh, so tired, man. Wow, it's very challenging, serious.
Ini part 1. Aduh, kira tempat senang lagi. Kita foto duduk, main slot, lepas tu kita masuk sungai.
If this first challenge is so tough, I don't know whether I can make it to the next challenge. Dekat atas, when we reach the top at Siku Hantu, that one, I boleh nampak the Bukit Neraka tau. Boleh the EFI naik the Bukit Neraka. The Bukit Neraka tengok kalau daripada Siku Hantu tu, it's like, macam ni tau. Cakap, ni tak tahu. Sebelum mau sampai sana, mau lintas tu sungai dulu. Macam mana ni?
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. The EX5 has taken quite a beating, but both the bike and Paddin have shown that they can outride whatever this trail throws at them. Up ahead is a wild ride. Paddin has to manoeuvre through a rocky riverbed and flowing water.
Ya betul ni, Captain.
No problem, bro. No problem.
Apart from watching out for sharp rocks, his throttle control has to be on point so water doesn't pour into the airbox and exhaust. This would kill the engine and his hopes of catching the sunset.
The most hardest part, I think, is cross the river with the EF5 because the EF5 is so low. I'm afraid that the water going to go inside the engine through the exhaust and the airbox. There's a river, no? There's not a longkang or drain, no? The river looks deep for the EF5. The water is flowing and then I cannot see what inside the river. There's a lot of rocks and everything. Weh, ya betul ni.
Tak ada hal. I pergi dulu. Awak tengok mana tayar saya pergi, berapa dalam, dah tu saya parking, saya akan turun, tunjuk jalan.
Alright.
Apa pun, exhaust tenggelam, jangan tutup throttle.
Okay.
Perlahan-lahan buka,
Okay.
Okay.
I never ride a motorbike across the river. It's dangerous, man. And captain told me it's easy lah to cross the river, and then deep in my heart I was like thinking it's okay lah for you. You use the scrambler. I'm the one who using the EFI. It's not easy. He was like so struggling, but he make it. I was like, wow, man. I think the rock is there, but covered with water and I cannot see it. If I hit the rock, I'm going to the right, I'm going to fall down and fall into the river for sure. When I arrive at the middle of the river, then it's getting deeper. And then I was like, I keep revving, because I don't want the water go inside the exhaust. I don't want to fail at the second challenge because if the bike fall down in the river, the bike going to be broken, the engine will spoil, and then I cannot finish the challenge. That is not me. When I crossed the river, I was like so excited, man. They saw me like a kid, you know. Happy ah! Kapcai ni boleh lintas sungai ah. I feel proud with me and I feel proud with the motorbike ah. That's the EFI, man. Ini kapcai memang happening ah. 2 challenge down. I am proud with myself. I did it. Bring on the next challenge, man.
Bukit sudah, sungai sudah.
Alright.
Kita tunggu neraka tunggu.
I'm very confident right now because when I look at my watch, I still have more time to finish the challenge.
On his final challenge, Padden must rise above his inner demons to scale Hell Hill and reach Sunset Valley. The hill is a collection of punishing obstacles. First, a steep, jagged ascent strewn with gravel and loose, sandy ground with little to no traction, while the tyres kick up flying, jagged rocks as they struggle to find their grip. Then, the landscape changes radically to deep, sinking mud. Padden won't only be sweating from the physicality of the route, the suffocating humidity in the rainforest is a battle on its own.
When I'm riding to the next challenge uphill, suddenly the bike lose power. Captain, I think something wrong with the chain lah.
Alamak. Angkat jap, angkat jap.
Alamak. The motorcycle chain broken. I said, how come ah?
Mana kepala dia jatuh?
Apa yang jatuh?
Ni dia punya link.
Oh, dia punya chain link.
Baru kat sini jadi
Tadi kat situ. The chain link was like missing, and then we go and look at the mud and say, it's no way we can find the motorcycle chain link in the mud, man. I don't know. So frustrated and broken whether I can finish the challenge on time.
Tapi okey, dia putus kat sini. Kalau ada chain link, aku try kampung orang asli, dia orang pun ada EX5 ni.
Okay.
Tak tahu boleh dapat tidak yang dekat ni, kalau tidak kena pergi sampai workshop macam ni.
Alright. Cun.
Tunggu sini kejap.
Dah have to repair to finish the challenge lah, Captain.
Okay, I'll get that. Okay, let's put something up.
Help me out ah.
Let's put something up. Should be
Alright.
okay, but I cannot promise anything lah. I'll try my best.
Alright.
So, kau lepak sini, I'll just go first.
Okay, Cun. Alright.
Jangan waste time, takut gelap.
Alright. Oi! I was like, I'm so frustrated. I'm so broken now. You know? I don't know how this situation happened. I hope Captain can find the motorcycle chain link. Without that, then there is no way I can finish the challenge on time. If Captain cannot find the chain link, then I might be in more trouble. But I will push the bike to finish the challenge.
Up next, will Captain Nick make it back in time for Padden to complete the trail and climb up Hell Hill before dusk? Or is the sun going to set early on this challenge?
Good news! When I'm riding to the next challenge uphill, the bike lose power. I think something wrong with the chain lah. If Captain cannot find the chain link, then I might be in more trouble. But I will push the bike to finish the challenge.
It's a catastrophic setback for Padden. The chain of his EX5 has snapped and he's stopped dead in his tracks in his attempt to conquer Hell Hill. The clock is ticking. Will the broken chain be the only weak link in this adventure, or will that setback spark a chain reaction?
Good news!
Berita baik.
Cantik!
Macam magic. Aku tak tahu nak simpan mana.
Okay.
Ha!
Macam jumpa emas lah.
Jom, toolbox. Okay, set.
Alright, Chun.
Oh. Okay.
Chun.
Oh, ngam. Okay. Ngam, sudah. Saya. Ngam.
Ngam! Now that we have fixed the bike, I'm eager to go on. Alright, jom, Captain! So my next challenge is called Bukit Neraka.
Bukit Neraka, or Hell Hill, is an excruciating climb uphill with either gravelly trails that promise a painfully bumpy ride or loosely packed sand with little to no traction. Not only will Padden have to keep the bike steady, he's got to keep an eye on all the flying jagged rocks the wheels are going to kick up. That's a lot of coordination required to get to Sunset Valley safely.
The hill was like different from the previous one. The hill with a lot of gravel. The bike was like not in a steady movement. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, like that. But I managed to keep the bike steady and suddenly there's a bump in front of me. I nearly fell, but I managed to keep control and keep the bike steady. After I reached the top, I see another mud trail. I'm a bit nervous because of the previous experience. The captain was like in front of me and I saw the mud was very deep. His scramblers like kicked up a lot of mud and they all scattered all over me. I slide around a lot, left and right. By now I feel super tired. My body feels so sakit everywhere. But I know that after the wooden bridge, we are very near to finish the challenge, so I keep going. Sitting here watching the sunset with Captain, I feel so satisfied with myself. After we finish all the challenge, I faced a lot of difficulties, a lot of obstacles. I fell down, and then the motorcycle chain broken. A lot of problems, but I managed to finish the challenge. I'm very, very happy. I'm a newbie. I never done off-road riding. The EFI was like in the standard form. We only change the tyre and then engine oil and some parts. Tapi bila dah habis all the challenge memang I totally respect dengan motor ni. For me, the most favourite experience along the journey is riding across the river. I never ride a motorbike across the river, and I will recommend this experience to all of my friends, but don't use a brand new limited edition EX5. Captain, this is so worth it, Captain, so worth it. Thank you so much. I cannot finish the challenge without your help. Seriously.
You're most welcome. You finish your challenge and you senang jaga lah. No problem at all.
Thank you very much, Captain.
All the challenges.
Thank you.
Perfect.
In our life, we forget the small things. We go to work and then we balik rumah. We tak enjoy this thing. And then when you lepak sana, do all the challenge, and then you duduk kat Sunset Valley and then you tengok the sunset, feel so calm. Rasa macam muhasabah diri, macam best. Hidup ni sebenarnya adalah satu benda yang sangat best. Kalau kita betul-betul menikmatinya, we live life to the fullest.